This video is a video that will teach you how to gather your assets for your online presentation. Assets are the text you will use to include in your presentation, the images, and also the videos. To begin, we're going to work with text. So go to Microsoft Word and pull up the text that you have that you prepared for your presentation last week on your artist and your fresco. I have just prepared a document that has some filler text that we will use in the presentation. Of course, I'm not going to provide any text on Gozzoli and the Procession of the Magi because that is one of our chosen artists. But if you'll remember, our assignment was to present your research on a chosen artist's life, accomplishments, beliefs and interests, associations, contributions to art and the world, and major commissions. Your research should also include the artist's fresco, its history, the patronage, location, materials and techniques, and any other relevant information that you found. So what you need to do is save your document in a new folder. And what I've done, I'm on a Mac, so if you're on a PC, you can organize this however you want, but I suggest going into your weekly module and create a folder for assignment and your presentation, and then create a folder for assets and save your text in that assets folder. That's where all of the assets will go. That's the first step. The second step is to go to your web browser. I am using Google Chrome, but you can use Firefox, Safari, or Internet Explorer. The next step is to go into Google, and what we want to do is find images, not only of your artist, but also find images of the fresco that you'll be presenting on. Since I'm presenting on the Procession of the Magi, I'm going to Google this, and if you can see the Procession of the Magi, I'm going to choose that and Google that. And if you'll notice, there are a couple of ways to look for images. Generally, if you are using Google as your search engine, you'll see up at the top here that it has images. And you can see lots and lots of images here of the fresco. So my recommendation is to start with, I usually like to start with a room that the fresco's in. Here's a very nice image of the room that the fresco's in. And if you notice, there's also additional images that they will give you. Of course, this is not a Gozzoli fresco, so you don't want to use that. However, this one is. And here's another one. So I would look through the images on Google and find some of the room and of the artist, of the church. If your fresco has been painted in a church, you may want to include the front of the church. It just depends on how you want to create your presentation and how elaborate you want it to be. Once you've found an image, what you want to do is right-click on the image and save the image as, you can change the name if you want, but generally I just leave it the way it is. Go to your assets folder and save it in your assets folder. You can see I've already included some images in here to prepare for this lecture. Let's save a couple more. That one's kind of cloudy and it's watermarked, so I'm not going to use that one. Let's look at this one. This one is going to be too small. You can see here what size it is. It's 159 pixels by 200 pixels, which is going to be too small. You really want a nice large image. This one is 700 by 631, so you really want something over about 300 to 500 pixels. Anything over that's fine. Let's save a couple more. Generally, I like to choose the room and different different images of each section of the fresco, and you can even choose close-ups or details of each fresco. And if you look here when choosing images, here's one that's nice, but it's a little faded. Look at this one. See how beautiful and rich that image is? And it's 800 pixels by 1216. That's a very, very good image. So you'll want to save images like that and make sure that you're saving some that are richly detailed, beautifully colored. That's another very nice one. Let's save it too. Save image as, and we're saving it in our assets folder, and save. The next thing you want to do is you want to go to YouTube, and we're going to be saving videos. Now this is a different process because in the online presentation we're going to embed videos, and I'll show you how to do that in the next lesson. For this lesson, what we want to do is just get the embed code on each video that you like. So let's do this. Let's type in GOZZOLI, procession of the Magi, and let's do a search for videos on Gozzoli's fresco. Now you can see here are quite a few, there's 2 or 3 of them. Here's another one, popular Benozzo Gozzoli videos. So what we want to do is we want to actually look through the different videos and see if we can find a couple that you might want to include in for your artist on your fresco. The best way to look at each video to determine if you want to use it or not is to actually right-click on the video and do open in a new tab. And as you can see, it opens the video in a new tab and it begins playing. This one right here, I'm going to do this quickly to show you how to do this. This one probably isn't going to be a good choice because it's playing music. It's not instructional. It doesn't give you really information. It just, has a little text and some pretty music, and if we skip forward, we can see that all it does is really show images of the video with music. So while this probably wouldn't be an ideal video of for your presentation, I'm going to show you how to get the embed code. Okay, what you want to do, once you find a video that you like, you click on Share, and you see here you've got Share, Embed, and Email. What you want to do is get the embed code, and if you'll notice it's already blue, which means it's selected, you want to do Copy, and then go back to Word and create a new document, and then say video 1, and you can title it however you like. You just want to do this for reference. Gozzoli fresco with music, and then come down to a new line and you want to paste. Okay, and that pastes the embed code from here to here. That's what you're going to need when you're creating your online presentation. And so what you're going to want to do is get a couple of videos. You can either do the history of the artist, you can do different views or analysis if you can find prominent art historians maybe discussing the work. That would be an excellent video to include. But anyway, what you want to do is you want to save your embedded videos, and you're probably going to want to call it video embed code, and save it in your assets folder. And so that's what you're going to want to do to collect your text, your images, and your videos for the online presentation. In the next video, I'm going to actually teach you how to use all of your text, all of your videos, all of your images, and create your online presentation like the Bernini presentation we saw in the previous video. So have a good day and thank you for listening.